In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the two drive belts on this Troy Bilt 30-inch rear engine lawnmower. One of the belts is really easy to replace and the other one is not so easy. Now this lawnmower is sold under Troy Bilt, Murray, and even Craftsman. So if you have any of those brands with a rear engine lawnmower like this, it's all the same job. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive right in. All right, so we need to start by getting the deck off. Now we're here in the front of the deck and we're removing this pin. You just kind of got to give them a little bit of a twist and then work it out of there. It's very easy. And we'll get that pin out of there. Now we need to do the blade engagement cable. Just pull the pin out and kind of turn it and then work it out of there. Very simple. And then we'll pull it out from where it goes to the idler on the deck itself. Now we'll get the other pin out while we're on this same side. Same thing, give it a little twist, pull the washer, and we're on the other side, and we'll get the other pin out, same thing. And then pull the washer, give the deck a little jiggle, I guess is better than a jingle. There we go. Now we need to work on this safety switch right here. Just get this wire off very carefully. There we go. And we'll just get the belt out from around the engine. And the deck should be free. And just pull it out of there, get it out of the way any way you can. If you're finding any value in this video, please subscribe to this channel. I come out with videos like this as often as I can. Alright, so we need to get this red topper off of the lawnmower. There's just two screws underneath right here. Just remove those two screws and that comes off in about 2 seconds. Alright, so next we need to take the two bolts out of this plastic cover that's under the valve cover. Alright, very straightforward. And then after that, we need to take out the 4 screws, bolts, whatever, that hold that bar onto the back of the mower. That plastic cover won't come off unless you get that bar out of the way. So remove all that and then that will slide right out of there. And expose the pulleys. Now this first belt is very simple. Just push on that spring to release the idler and work it out of there. That one's easy. The other one, well that's another story. We're going to see that here in just a second. Alright, so next I would take the bolt out of the crankshaft, but that pulley's not ready to come out yet. We have to remove the belt. So let's get this belt guard off right here. This just takes a 3/8 socket. And we'll just need to loosen this pulley enough to rock it back and forth to give us enough room to get the belt out from the belt guard right there. Just like so. Those belts are kind of stiff, so you might need a screwdriver to work it out of there. So just take your time. Don't get in a hurry. Get in a hurry, you'll get hurt. So get that out of there, trying to work it out from around that belt guard right there. And now we can pull the pulley off of the engine carefully. Now I have seen some people bend those tabs over up in the frame to get that belt out of there, but I really don't like to do it that way. I want to remove it, that way we don't have to do all that. Now we do have to get this variable pulley loose right there. There's not enough room between the frame and the pulley, so here I'm loosening it, but you might as well loosen it all the way and just take it loose, because that's what I'm going to wind up doing here in a second anyway. So we'll loosen that pulley. It's just 2 bolts, it's not a big deal. You do have to remove the wheel, or it's easier if you do remove the wheel on that side to get that out of there so you can get your tool in there. And we'll just work the belt loose. I'm kind of showing the struggles here, that way you can see that this lower belt is a bit of a pain. But not too bad, you know, it is what it is. That's the way they made it. Compact, you know. Usually it's not this difficult to replace these belts, but on this one it's a little bit of a pain. So yeah, now we're removing the pulley. There we go. Now we can get the belt out. Just take your time, work it out of there, and that's all you need to do. There we go. So as you can see there, that wasn't that bad of a job. Just one belt was more difficult than the other. Now obviously on putting it back together, you'll want to do just the same thing I showed you there, except in reverse. I wanted to keep the video as short as possible. Now you might have noticed that I had the lawnmower sitting on its side. This way I could get to the top and the bottom without turning myself into a contortionist. But you don't want to just turn the mower on its side. This is a good way to do it, but you want to take some protective measures like put a blanket down or a piece of cardboard so you don't scratch your mower up. You do need to set the engine in just the right spot so you don't wind up leaking oil into your muffler. I did a video on this a while back, so you can consult that video to see what I'm talking about there. Okay, so I'll post the part numbers to the belts in the description. They are slightly different. I believe they're both the same length, but the widths are slightly different, so you don't want to mix those part numbers up. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.